Yes. All right, my people. As you already know, I still remain your own boy ABDULFATAI-FX-ACADEMY. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from, or depends on the time you are seeing my video. In today's episode, I'll be doing some top-down analysis on how I was able to get an entry on two currency pair CHFJPY and CAD JPY. So without wasting much of your time, let's head over to the other side of my screen. All right, my people. So, like I said earlier on, today I'm going to be doing some top-down analysis on CAD JPY and CHFJPY. This morning, I executed those trade. Today marks 19 January 2026. So, I'm going to be showing you how and why I executed this trade this morning. All right, let's start with CHFJPY. All right. First of all, when you open your chart, the first thing you need to look out for is the bias of the market. Doing your top-down analysis, starting from the weekly down to the daily, down to the 4 hours for your entry, 1 hour, perhaps up 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Okay. Now we are in weekly time frame. All right. So mainly looking at this chart on the weekly, you can clearly see this is an uptrend. Why is it an uptrend? By you can see the market is giving us series of break of structure upward, okay, by giving us a higher high and higher lows. Okay, we have break of structure here. Let me press it very well. BOS. Okay, so we have break of structure there. So you can see we have a series of break of structure. Got it here. We have a series of break of structure upward continuously. All right. So let me write it. Weekly. Let me write it here. Mm, oh, weekly uptrend. Uptrend. All right. We can see weekly is an uptrend. Now let's move down to a lower time frame, which is the daily. All right. Now look at what this daily is doing. All right. So as you can see, we are still seeing series of higher highs and higher low upward. All right. For instance, look at it. We have a higher high, a higher low, 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 right? A higher high, a higher low, a higher high, continuously. All right. So mainly looking at this daily time frame, you can also tell this is a clear uptrend. All right. So let's add it to the weekly. Let me write it. What did I, okay, right. Look at it here. Now daily, daily uptrend. All right. Oh, all right. The daily is also an uptrend. Okay. Are you following up? All right. So the weekly and the daily is telling us the market is a clear uptrend. So, like I always said, where the bigger time frame is showing you the direction of the market, it's always advisable to trade with the trend. All right. So now let's move down to the 4 hours time frame. All right, now we're in the 4 hours time frame. Okay, mainly looking at this 4 hours time frame, you can also tell this is a clear up trend, because the market is giving us series of higher highs and higher lows, giving us break of structure upward, align with the bigger time frame, which is the weekly and the daily. Where we have our break of structure. Now we also have this higher high, series of higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. All right, now what is important is for us now to mark up the latest higher low and higher high on the 4 hours time frame. Now we have the break of structure here, indicated to us that it is a clear uptrend. All right, let me put it here, BOS. All right, now we have the swing high here, swing high there, swing high. All right, swing high, and we have this swing low here, swing low. All right, swing low there. Okay, now this is the current price action of the market on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, we have our break of structure, we have our swing low and swing high. So where is our point of interest? Okay, which is, let me mark it, this is a clear order. We have a clear order block here, we have a clear order block there. You can also call it a support, anyone you call it is fine. Okay, let me just put order block, right? Order block, let's spell this well. Okay, it's fine. Order block. Okay, now we have our order block. Okay, our order block is our point of interest, or you can also call it the area of interest. Okay, now mainly looking at this chart, you can see we are in our point of interest right here. Okay, the market got to our point of interest. Now how do you execute this trade? All right, so when the market got to our point of interest, now we now move down to the another lower time frame, like 30 minutes or 15 minutes, to look for a change of character, which is the market should align with the bigger time frame, the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hours. That is where we execute the market. All right, now let's move down to the 30 minutes time frame first. Let's check if we have a change of character aligned with the, okay, now let's look at what the market did here. Look at what the market did. As you can see, in the lower time frame, we have a series of lower low, lower highs. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Look at what the market did. We have a market structure shift, which is a change of character. So by having this change of character, firstly, you need to look first, when you have a change of character where the market is not yet at your point of interest or area of interest, as you may call it, it's not advisable to take that trade. I executed this trade because the market is already at my point of interest. Okay, now the 15 minutes is now aligned with the bigger time frame, which is the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hours, then it's advisable for we to execute the market. Now we have change of character here. You can call it market structure shift. Let me just see OC, change of character. Okay, when you have the change of character, what you simply do, you look for a fair value gap on that 30 minutes time frame or an order block to execute your market. Look, we have a fair value gap here that we executed from. All right, so when it put back to our fair value gap, it give us another engulfing candle there, so we execute shaking now we executed the market, put my stop loss at the swing low of this market. Now we'll be targeting the swing high of it. All right, so I'm on this trade. Let me show you guys. I'm on this trade. I think I'm already running in profit. All right, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it. I'm already running in profit. This is a live account, by the way. A live account. If a challenge account with the 5%ers, I'm still in the challenge. I hope to pass it. Okay, so I'll be giving you guys an update on how it's going. All right, so now we are waiting for this market to get to our take profit, so I hope it get there. All right, so now let's do analysis on GBP card, sorry, card JPY. All right, so all right, we have a card JPY here. All right, so like I said, first of all, we'll start the analysis from the weekly. From the weekly, see what the market is doing. All right, look at what the market is doing. All right, so firstly, follow the structure. Follow the structure. Follow the structure. See downtrend. Change the character from here. Okay, pull back. All right, then give us this is still a downtrend because we still have a swing high here that has not been broken yet. What the market did, start giving us series of higher highs and higher lows. Now we shifted the market. All right, now we are in a clear uptrend. All right, we're in a clear uptrend. Now we also shifted downwards. We are now in a clear downtrend. All right, this, okay, I think I made a mistake. Let me just remove this. Let me zoom it for you guys to see it better. All right, so from here we're in a downtrend to this place. We have our swing low here, lower high. Okay, we have our lower low, because when you look at this market, you will see the candle of the market close below this. We have a lower low here. Look at what the market did. We now have another market structure shift on the bigger time frame, which is the weekly. All right, so you see it here. On weekly, we shifted upward. Shifted upward. Let me see MSS. SS market structure shifts, the weekly. Okay, now let me just write it so you can see. Weekly uptrend, uptrend. All right. So as you can see, we have analyzed the weekly time frame. It's a clear uptrend. Now let's move down to the daily time frame. Let's move down to the daily. All right. So on the daily time frame, also as you can see clearly, we have average series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. As you can see, we have not breaking the structure. You only have high and some. We have a pullback, but still we have not shifting structure. That's to say we are still clearly in an uptrend. Okay, so now let me add to this weekly uptrend, daily also, daily uptrend, uptrend, uh, uptrend. Okay, now we have seen the weekly is an uptrend, the daily also is also an uptrend. So like I said before, where the bigger time frame is showing you a direction, it's always advisable to go down to the lower time frame to look for an opportunity that aligns with the direction of the market. Okay, so now let's go down to 4 hours time frame. Now we're in a 4 hours time frame, so let's look for the structures of the market. Now I want you to understand something. So what we have, when we have a break of structure here on the 4 hours time frame, we have a break of structure there. Let me just put it. We have a BOS there. The market was giving us series of higher highs and higher lows. But look at what the market did here. Where the market gave us a break of structure there, and we have our higher high. So have our higher low supposed to give us another higher high. But look at what the market did. Gives us a market structure shift right here on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, let me just write so you can see it properly. Now we had a market structure shift here. Now we had a market structure shift. So we now have higher, lower low, lower high, lower low. Cover the market did again. We also have another market structure shift upward. All right. So I had another market structure shift upward. Um, had another market structure shift upward. So what does this tell us? That the 4 hours has aligned with the weekly and the daily. So which is also the 4 hours is also a clear uptrend. All right. So this is the 4 hour swing low. This is the 4 hour swing low. 4H swing swing low. All right. Now we have a break of structure here. Oh, I think my network is a little bit bad. Just close it and come on in again. My network is on a little bit bad. All right. Guys, you exercise patience with me. My network is kind of slow. Okay. So continue from where we stopped. All right. Let's go back to the card JPY. All right. So let's go back to the 4 hours time frame. All right. So now we have a break of structure here. Another break of structure. Let's see. So this is now our swing high, our current swing high, 4 hour swing high. Let me see, 4H swing, um, swing high. All right, 5 hour 4 swing high. All right, so now let's mark our order blocks. We have an order block here. We have an order block there, very clear one. All right, we have an order block there. So you can also put your, which is your Fibonacci tool, to know if the market is at your premium or at your discount. All right. So when the market is at your premium, you're only looking for selling opportunity, and when the market is at your discount, you're only looking for buying opportunity. Now, if the market is an uptrend, you place the tool from your swing low up to your swing high. All right. Now, 50% upward is your premium area, while and 50% downwards it's your discount area. Okay, and if you watch the market now, we are already in our discount area and also in our point of interest, which is the order block in our 4 hours time frame. All right, so now the weekly, the daily, the 4 hours is a clear uptrend. So it's always advisable to trade with the trend. Now let's go and look for our entry. Now we can go to the 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame to look for our entry. All right. Now let's go to 30 minutes time frame. All right. Now look at what the market was doing. Okay. So as you can see, we have a series of lower low, lower high, which is a clear downtrend on the 30 minutes time frame. So what are we looking for? We are looking for the market to align with our bigger time frame, which is we want the markets to change, give us a change of character upward. Okay, now we have a series of lower low, lower high. All right, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now as you can see, the market just tapped to our point of interest, which is our order block. Okay, and look at what the market did. It gave us a change of character. All right, which makes the market aligns with our time frame. Okay, now this is our entry signal. All right, now we have a change of character here. Have a change of character there. You can see now when we see a change of character like this, you can choose an order block or a fair value gap to take your entry. So we have an order block here. We have an order block here. Okay, and we also have a support level here. So why is here very important also because if you look at this pattern pretend here, my network again. Alright, I'm so sorry. I have a very slow network. Okay, let me go inside again. Alright, so let's go back inside. So we have our support level here. So why did I mark this support level is, as you can see, we have a very clear head and shoulder pattern printed. We have a very clear head and shoulder pattern. The left shoulder, the neckline, giving us a mark change of character. Oh no, the left shoulder, the neck, sorry, the head, giving us a change of character, pulling back by giving us the left shoulder. And look at what the market is giving us, a massive bullish engulfing. This is my entry signal. Okay, this is my entry signal. Now I can decide to put my stop loss just below just below the left just below the left shoulder. It's still fine, but for me it's always advisable to pull your stop loss at the swing low of the market. So if the market initially pulls back or pulls back to this place, this order block, you are still in the market. You will be taken out before the market will eventually go to the direction anticipated earlier on. Okay, so take profit at the 4 hour swing high. Okay, so that's how I executed this market this morning. So I'll be patiently waiting to see what the end result will be, and I will also be notifying you guys. I will also make a video on how the market will later plays out. So if you watch this video to this extent, please kindly subscribe, share, hit the bell icon, so whenever I drop a good content like this, you will be the first to know. Stay blessed. Peace out.